So we're back with another edition of Eddie Plays MGS 5 Ground Zeroes. This is a part 2 in a series of videos I'm doing for the nephew Brandon, showing him a few little things on this game and kind of getting them situated. I'm continuing my quest of getting all these prisoners down here to the spot to wait for the chopper. Yeah, this is one of the more tedious parts of this friggin' mission. This is carrying all these friggin' dudes down here. They're like, oh, thank you, and they'll all say different stuff to you the whole time while you're doing it, while you're carrying them. So, you know, none of it really has a point. So, you know, whatever. But anyway, yep. So now I'm running back up here, running. And instead of going over here to Chico, you're going to see I'm going to do a little something different here. I'm going to run back over this way. Back up here towards where I came from in the first place. Now you're going to be sitting here thinking, well, yeah, why are you doing all that? Why are you doing all that? Well, it's actually, I'll be honest with you, what I'm doing right here, you know, because this is edited commentary, mind you, it's not live. I just made a huge giant mistake, which was the first time you play through this mission, if you listen to some of the guards, you'll hear them talking about a prisoner who escaped. Well, actually, I was thinking, apparently like an idiot, that this guy was going to be over here. Well, he's not, which you're going to see. So I wasted a whole lot of time going over here, fooling around with all these guards down on this end of the base for nothing. And it ends up biting me in the ass because of the fact that, you know, I ended up in a firefight, kind of have to Rambo it a little bit. But you'll see that, and you'll get to laugh at me later for it. All of you out there watching this video. Yeah. Sometimes shit happens, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, I guess that's just a part of it. Especially with Metal Gear Solid. You know, if you get away from that whole stealth aspect and you start, you know, acting like an ass and doing like what I did, well, you're going to end up in a firefight, and most likely you will end up dead. Continues, obviously, you know, lower your score, which cut down, you know, the amount of rewards or things you earn in the game. So yeah, you don't want to do that, generally. You see, obviously, right there, you know, I was holding the guy and, you know, interrogating him, and then I killed him after I was done. You don't have to kill him, you can just choke him out. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't believe I actually choked any of them out in this actual particular part of the video. Yeah, I don't think I did. Anyway, as you saw there, I took an opportunity to scan some guys that were up there far away, closer to the helipads and the administration building, or admin building. In this game, you know, like I said in the previous video, it's one of your best friends is marking every enemy, every one you can see. Always take every opportunity when you are not, when an enemy doesn't see you and you're not in the middle of a gunfight or whatever, always take every opportunity to reload your weapon. Make sure it's fully loaded, one in the chamber, you know, ready to go. And, you know, you're just better off to do that. That's a tip that they give you in this game, but it's something that I learned from playing Metal Gear Solid all the way from the first one. If you don't have your weapon reloaded and you have to waste time reloading it, when you get spotted by a guard or something like that, then you're screwed. You'll end up dead. And of course, I decided to hang off the side of the building like an idiot. And now I'm going to go over here and do the same thing on the other side. See, I had already aimed at that guard over there a while ago, and of course you notice he fell down. And I only had shot him previously once. Well, that's because the trank rounds, if you wait a while, a guard will eventually pass out being, hit with a trank round, but, it's not a good idea to wait on them like that. The building that you saw me drop off of that had the red door, you'll see it in the background up here, right back there. That's actually an ammunitions building, so you can go in there and collect other different weapons or, ammunition for your weapon. Sometimes it's in there. You have one piece of equipment you do have on you when you start this game is you have a thing it's magazines, empty magazines, and you can use those to distract guards. You can lure them around in different ways with it. It's pretty cool. You can throw them up against a wall, and you can ricochet them like off walls into a different spot, and guards will hear them and kind of walk over that way, and you can walk up behind them, CQC them and such. It's pretty cool. That's the thing that makes this game good is there's so many different ways you can actually play it. If you want to be James Bond style, you can do James Bond style. If you want to be Rambo, you can be Rambo. Rambo I don't per se recommend because if you don't have very many weapons and you get a whole lot of enemy guards on you, yeah, it doesn't turn out pleasant. You'll have blood all over your ass and everything else. That's what I tell my wife all the time. So yeah, you got a bloody butt because she'll get shot. But I digress. There's actually, it keeps track of how many doors you unlock too around this base. Not all of them are included of it, but I believe there's actually 10 you're supposed to unlock, if I'm not mistaken, around this level. I don't really know what significance it has other than just being a record, I suppose, but or some kind of extra achievement in the game. I don't think it gives you anything extra for it. It could. I'm probably wrong about that, but who knows, whatever. Yeah, of course, here, instead of crawling, I'm, scrunched down, walking along like an idiot. And I got spotted. Yeah, you didn't see nothing, buddy. Yeah, just go on about your business. You didn't see nothing. It was a phantom, a ghost. There was nothing there. You've been drinking too much, buddy. If they catch you, they're going to fire your ass. I don't know. After you crawl around and take as much time, a lot of times, as what I do to play through this, you kind of, you make up funny things to say during the game. It just makes it a little more pleasant to play, I suppose. Like this guy here, he's totally going to tell me things I already know. Yeah, I already know that. Night. No. Now down here in this little shed, I'll show you here in just a second. You can find more ammo for your trank gun for the Woo pistol, and you can also find another assault rifle. So if you're running low on suppressor for your assault rifle or running low on ammunition, you can actually swap it with this other one, and you'll have a brand new suppressor. See, that shows it right there. You have a brand new suppressor and full ammo and everything. So it's worth keeping in mind. Now, other missions in this game, because there are other ones, such as, rescue the intel agent, and there's another mission where you have to catch this spy dude, and you got to collect tapes and all this stuff like it. The weapons are put in different places. Yeah, you see here, I made a mistake. This is what I was talking about marking enemies, and you got to watch your corners. Always make sure you watch your corners. If you always focus too much on moving ahead without watching your corners, that's when you get screwed. You get spotted by a guard and you end up in a firefight like I did. Always remember too, when you're firing your gun, I mean, yeah, it's capable of fully automatic fire, but you're better off to use what the military, the Army actually calls a 3-round burst. You don't have a selection for it on your gun on this game, but the real M16 has a 3-round burst capability, and you can do that by just kind of adjusting how fast you pull the trigger on your controller to fire the weapon. You can ta-da, 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 like that, 3-round burst. Over here is actually where the escaped prisoner is. He'll be over here usually with 3 Marines. Right here, this little pile I'm standing on is where you find one of the XOF patches. And anyway, I'm an idiot because I thought about restarting right here, but I didn't. I'm an idiot because I came over here and I had already rescued the prisoner previously, so he's not here this time. But whatever, you know. But anyway, when you come over there to rescue him, he'll be guarded by 3 Marines. And you got to take those guys out and rescue him. You can take him. The best place to take him to extract him real quick, instead of taking him all the way back over there to the other guys, you can call the chopper back up to the same point where you start at the top of the hill, and you can put the prisoner in there and then go back to doing your mission. You know, do it that way. But now I'm sneaking up this way, getting closer to the admin building. This is actually a completely, you know, kind of, I don't know what's the word, convoluted way of doing this mission, because of the fact that what you're supposed to do, you know, actually is, you know, you sneak over there, you get all those prisoners, you get Chico, and you get him out, and you get a tape from him to locate the other prisoner, to locate Paz. And then you're supposed to use the sounds you hear on the tape to make your way up to the admin building to find her. That's where it'll direct you towards. You really should never even have to get into this other part of the base if you're just doing the main objectives of the mission. But there's a lot of extra secret stuff, and if you want to get all of it, you know, you can't do it the conventional way. But the beauty of this game is you don't have to do it the conventional way. But anyway, we're just about out of time up here, and I'm going to cut this video off, and